Welcome. Today, we are diving into Python's logging capabilities. We will explore everything from the basic logging levels to the essential configuration needed to implement logging in your professional Python applications. So, what exactly is logging? Think of it as keeping a detailed diary for your application. It is the process of recording events, errors, and other important information that happens while your program is running. This diary, or log, is incredibly useful for understanding what your application was doing, especially when you need to figure out what went wrong if a problem occurs. Logging is crucial for several reasons. First, it is essential for debugging. Logs allow you to track down bugs and errors by showing the exact sequence of events that led to a problem. Second, logging helps with monitoring. You can observe your application's health and performance in real time, helping you identify any bottlenecks or other issues. Finally, it serves as a tool for auditing. You can keep a record of important actions, like user logins or data modifications, which is vital for security and compliance. Python makes logging easy with its powerful, built-in module called logging. You do not need to install anything extra to get started. Simply import the logging module, and you can immediately begin recording messages. For example, calling logging.warning with a message will log a warning. The logging module categorizes messages into different levels of severity. Debug provides detailed information, useful for diagnosing problems. Info confirms that things are working as expected. Warning indicates something unexpected happened, but the software is still working correctly. Error means the software was unable to perform some function. Finally, critical signifies a very serious error, where the program itself might be unable to continue. By default, only messages of level warning and higher are shown. The easiest way to set up logging is with the basic config function. You can use it to set the minimum level of messages to record. For instance, setting the level to debug will ensure that messages of all severity levels are captured. It's important to remember that basic config should be called only once, right at the beginning of your script. You can completely customize the format of your log messages. By passing a format string to basic config, you can include useful information like the timestamp, the log level, and the message itself. Common format attributes include time for the time, level name for the severity level, and of course, message for your log text. Instead of just printing logs to the console, you can save them to a file, which is essential for applications running in a production environment. To do this, use the filename argument in basic config to specify the log file. You can also set the file mode. Use W to overwrite the log file every time the program runs, or the default to append new logs to the existing file. For larger applications, you might need more control than basic config offers. The logging module's object-oriented approach provides this through four main components: loggers, which are the entry point for your code to create logs; handlers, which send the logs to destinations like files or the console; filters, for more detailed control over which logs to output; and formatters, which control the final layout of the log messages. To wrap up, let's cover some best practices. Always configure logging early in your application's startup. Use a consistent format across all your logs to make them easy to read. Be mindful to choose the right logging level for your messages. Provide context in your logs to make debugging easier. And most importantly, never, ever log sensitive information like passwords or API keys.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.